Well, all right, y'all. So yes, we're back with another one. So welcome to It's Pudding's Tea. Starting your host, Pudding, me, of course. And the I can't do it. I'm sorry, I can't get it out.
Just give me one. Just give me
Oh,
one.
give you okay, just give you one.
Just give me one.
The dedicated,
You know it
the Mr. Make No Excuses,
at all.
the Honorable Mr. Curry. Y'all give it up for Mr. Curry, my co-host, y'all. Y'all
Thank you,
give it up
thank
for him.
you, thank you, thank you.
Like, bro, one day I'm gonna get used to it. I'm not gonna laugh beforehand. And I'm just gonna come out. I'm just gonna come out the bed. He's gonna just give me one. I was like, okay, but y'all, listen. Today, okay. So first of all, little disclaimer, y'all. It's storm. Well, it's not storming necessarily, but well, things are picking up on Mister Curry's side as far as
Oh
storms go.
yeah.
So we got it. It's raining over here with me, and I have my window open. I got my fan, on, y'all. It's a vibe over here. Um, so you may hear a little rain in the background. You may hear my door a little bit too, cause like the wind, like kind of like shakes my door, moves my door a little bit. Mr. Curry side, you
It is
may
going down.
it's going down over there. So you may hear dogs barking. On my side, you may hear my neighbor's dog barking. So if you're hearing that little background noise, we apologize. Hopefully that we get through the episode without any,
Right.
interruptions, y'all. Um, but we was dedicated. We said we gonna get it done for y'all because we're staying consistent, y'all. So make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Like we
Rain,
is
sleet, or snow.
listen, we getting it in for y'all, bro. We is getting it in for y'all. So listen. So today, well, in light of Mr. Curry's condition, he still got a little bit of cold that he's fighting off right now.
That
Um
I do.
so y'all give it up for Mr. Curry because he's still showing up, even though he's also not feeling too well. So yeah, so y'all give it up for Mr. Curry. Give him all. Yeah,
Thank you, thank you.
oh yeah, thank you, Mr. Curry. Okay, so yeah, so in light of his recent sickness, I ain't had to say it like that, but in light of his cold that he's getting over, it gave us the idea to do a wellness awareness.
Definitely.
So it's
I
gonna
need all of this.
so it's going to be like today is like interesting things that I really like. Really, like I think maybe all of these kind of took me by surprise a little bit, and I wasn't aware. Um, so I think we're going to do either 2 or 3 parts, y'all. I think 3 parts. Yeah, I think it's gonna be like a 3 part little series here as far as wellness awareness. And if you have anything to add, make sure y'all comment and let us know. You know what I mean? And I did the most research I could, the best research I could. Still take these things with a grain of salt. Do your own research. Remember to always question everything. Always do your own research, no matter where it's coming from. Okay? Because
Oh
we're
yeah.
we're all out here just trying to figure things out, bro. Even when someone says they're an expert. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so the first thing we have here, the first little interesting fact, right, is
What do you
that
got for me?
so look, listen. Like, and I knew they used to be missing things out because of how serious they used to be about this. So the first one is urinating in a pool is dangerous for your heart/health.
For your heart, and I
Yes.
mean, I figured it'd be dangerous for your health, but your heart in specific.
Yes. Yes, like specifically your heart and your lungs. Like there's
I'm interested to know how.
like they said, so okay, so urine by itself is fine, right?
Hmm.
Chlorine by itself is fine, but those two mixed together are a dangerous combination, which is why it has nothing to do with like actual like just being gross. To be besides because it is gross. I'm sorry, it's gross.
It is.
You're swimming. It's in my mouth, my eyes, my ears. Don't
Right,
urinate
and
in the pool.
everybody's just smiling with it. Like,
Yeah. Like don't do that. So like when pools even so like they even went to the full extent of like creating stuff so they know when someone's urinating in the pool, so they pretty much
hmm
know who to blame. So it's like the chlorine is there to clean the pool, right? And then you're adding this other chemical to it that's actually doing the opposite. So what happens is it combines with each other, and that's also which I didn't know this. That's also where that pool smell comes from. Is those two chemicals combining with each other? Because a pool
Oh,
doesn't actually
Jesus Christ.
have a smell. Like you ever been somewhere and you really didn't actually smell the pool water like that? I thought
Right.
it's because like maybe they don't use chlorine or maybe they use something different to clean the pool and that's why I can't really smell it. I thought it was the chlorine that I was smelling. Come to find out that's not the case. Anytime you have that really strong like pool smell, it's because people have been urinating in the pool.
Wow.
Yes. Yes. So it's actually like there's a chemical, right? Um Once they combine it, it's a chemical called synogen or something like that. Y'all know how I am with pronouncing words, y'all. But it's like synogen. Um, and that chemical is actually classified under chemical warfare agent. Can you believe that?
This makes me not want to go to another public pool ever.
Right. Right. Like, bro, it had me twisted. 'Cause I'm like, we really been out here taking chances. We really been out here taking chances, bro, for a
Out here
while.
risking our lives for a good time.
Yeah, so I think that's why whatever pool has like a lot of traffic, I think that's why they go to like they go like, the extra mile to make sure that they keep the pool as clean as possible. But that's why anytime you've ever been somewhere, that's why they so serious. Because it is serious. I was like, but
Right.
if you tell people that, maybe they'll stop. Because to me, I thought they just told people that because it's gross. Because it's
I mean, but
disgusting.
you would think that that would be enough, but for these kids, they don't care. Like they just playing and splashing
They don't
and
care.
peeing and peeing.
Some people just lazy. Some people are like, I'm not gonna front. It's uncomfortable. I'm pretty sure it's probably more uncomfortable for women. Like for us to be wet already and then go to the bathroom and have to peel that bathing suit off of you, because it's sticking to you. Having to peel that bathing suit down and go to the bathroom, and then it's like you're wet, and so it's like you feel like I feel like I'm getting a toilet seat wet, and I just feel like there's so many different bacteria that are exchanging. So it's like, because you can't put but so much. Like you have to dry yourself off, like at least behind the thighs, right? You have to dry yourself off. You have to put the layers down. If they don't have seat covers, you have to put your layers of tissue down. And I'm hoping that because your hands are wet too, and you're a prune, so you can't really tell how dry you are until you sit on the toilet paper. And so
Yeah.
if that moisture seeps through the toilet paper into the toilet, I feel like I just sat on the public toilet, and now I'm ready to go. Now I'm having a fit because I'm squeamish like that. Like I'm not like a full fledged germaphobe, but certain things, bro, just
Certain
ick.
things, yeah.
It just icks me. So yeah, I wouldn't have my day is over. My pool day is over. Like that's it. I gotta go back to the hotel. It's
It's
over.
over.
I gotta go back to my room. It's over. Yeah. So don't pee. Don't pee in the pool
You might mess up someone's heart.
or yours or your lungs. Yeah. So yeah, because that chemical is dangerous. Once those chemicals come together, they're dangerous. Um, but don't like some pools have like oxygenated oxygenated like instead of using chlorine or something like that. Don't they call it that? Like oxygenated. I think that's the name for it or the word for it.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know the first thing about taking care of a pool. All I know is to get the net and put and fish the stuff out of it. That's all I know.
Because I think that's like an alternative to chlorine. But still, don't pee in the pool though. Whether it was dangerous or not, it's still disgusting. Okay.
Stop peeing in the pool,
Don't
man.
pee. Yeah, stop peeing in the pool. Don't do it. Like I understand some kids just don't, but talk to your kids because at a certain age, it's not cute and it's not an accident.
Right.
Don't
These kids doing it on
just.
purpose.
Some people tell them like they don't want to get up and they don't want to stop drinking their mojito, and they tell them this. Some I've seen that, like I've heard that with my own ears when they was like they didn't feel like it was a dad. It was just one time. I'm making it seem like it happens all the time. It was one time, and I heard the dad tell his son to just go in the pool because he didn't feel like taking him all the way to the bathrooms.
Oh,
And
that's just
as
wrong.
a stranger, you can't offer because my spouse at the time was like, maybe I should just take him because what I'm saying, his kids is in the pool. So I'm like,
Right.
no, because you know how people get weird and get funny because they don't want a stranger taking their kids to, which I understand, but it's like you need to be more responsible because now you're teaching him to pee in the pool.
you want to get weird and funny because somebody offers to take your kid to the bathroom,
That's
but
what I
you
was
don't
like.
want to get weird and funny about the fact that you just told your kid to pee in
The
the
pee in the
pool.
pool. Look, on to the next one. Like that's disgusting. On to the next one. Um. So listen, I didn't know this either. Uh, you typically breathe through one nostril at a time.
Well, I'm breathing through only one nostril right now.
That's how I end up not knowing because I thought the only time I breathe through one nostril is when I was sick because one is congested, right? Come to find out that even when you feel like both airways are clear, they actually take turns inhaling and exhaling. And it's like one nostril will do it for a little while, and then it takes a break. They do it in shifts. So you never really actually breathing through both of your nostrils at the same time. Like it feels like it though. It
Well,
feels
my
like
my right nostril has not came to work since
it.
like for a few days now. My right nostril has not come into work.
Cause he's sick. He on sick leave, bro.
He's really on sick leave. My
He's
left nostril
real.
has been doing all the work. I swear to you.
So I think that's where the discomfort comes from because it's no longer a balance. It feels like you're using both, but you're actually not, which is
Mm-mm.
phenomenal. I think that's very
I
interesting
could have
because
swore that both nostrils were working evenly.
I really thought so. Like I really did. I really did. But research and scientists say otherwise. So they say. Because like when you breathe deep. No, that was
But
my
it,
that was my left right there. That was my left.
I mean, when I take a deep breath, well, I can't do it now, but like when I normally take a deep breath, it feels like,
Yep, it
I
feels
would,
like it. Yep, it
that's,
really do. Like right now, I could like it feels like air is coming through both.
that's wild.
But no, I could tell like when I'm really focusing, I can tell it's actually my left one that's really working right now. Okay, let me
Hmm.
stop. If I be done pass out on
More
on
power
air.
to the left nostril.
More power to left. Okay. Okay, so then we have number three, which is one I find this one quite interesting because I have anxiety. Um, but anxiety makes unpleasant smells worse. So they actually did a study right with people,
Hmm.
and is they had neutral smells and they had unpleasant, like really unpleasant smells, right? And before they like started the experiment, people with the neutral smell could barely smell it. Like it was durable, you know.
Right.
But when they showed them certain photographs that are created to induce your anxiety or make your
Hmm.
anxiety flare up or make anxiety appear just in general, that
Hmm.
neutral smell easily tipped into the very unpleasant smell, and very unpleasant smells were like almost like they couldn't stay in the room type of thing, type of situation.
Honestly, I can believe it.
I can too.
I can believe it.
I most definitely can. I was like, that makes sense though because I do have a good sense of smell.
Right. And I like when I was in elementary school, I did a project on the human brain. And y'all, we would have to do a whole nother episode on that. The human brain is amazing.
Right,
So
right.
so much goes into play with that thing there. But yeah, I could like just knowing what I know about the brain in itself, I could definitely see anxiety making a unpleasant smell almost
Worse.
unbearable.
Right. Like it makes sense. Like it makes too much sense. And it's like
I like what you did there. It makes sense. That was a good one, yeah.
look, I was
Oh man.
look, I was like, I'm gonna keep going because I thought it was corny. So I kept talking. I didn't what you called it. That's my dog. That's my
That was a
dog.
good one. That was a good one.
What you called it? I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna elaborate. I'm like, either you catch it or you don't. I was like, maybe I should. I thought I should have said it in more of a funny voice, but since I didn't, I think I screwed up on the delivery. So I was gonna
No,
just
no,
keep
that
going.
it was
It was
good. It
good.
was
It was
good.
good.
It
Okay.
was good.
Yeah. I can dig it. Okay. Word. It makes sense. Okay, y'all. We gonna move on to the next one. On to the
Oh
next one.
Lord, you're gonna make me call.
That's what I was trying not to do.
Oh
That's why I
God.
messed up with the intro. I'm trying not to. Okay. So number 4, we got the next one. Men are more forgetful than women.
Duh.
For those who didn't know, like when you tell your husband to do something or your significant other to do something, and you're like, WTF? Why didn't you do what I just asked you to do? It may be because they're more forgetful than you. It may
It
be.
may be because I don't remember what you asked me to do. It may be because I'm gonna sit here and make this dance and sit here and throw some wordplay in there until you eventually tell me what it was you wanted me to do, so I can hurry up and do it and act like I knew it this whole time.
So what you're saying is, if I've asked you to do like 2 or 3 things, and then I go off for a few hours and come back, and I'm just upset that you didn't do one of those things, you have no idea which one I'm upset about.
If I didn't do all three of them and you were only mad about one of them, I most likely can't remember which one was most important. So
No.
I don't know which one of the three things that you're mad about. You could say take out the trash,
Uh huh.
walk the dog,
Uh huh.
pay pay the rent.
Mhm.
And if I was in the midst of a whole bunch of other stuff and then you came home later and you were just mad at me for some reason, but
You
you
don't
never
know.
told me what you were mad about, I
Uh,
probably won't know whether it was the dog peeing on the carpet or the rent not being paid,
no, you don't know.
or
You just don't
I
know.
don't know. I don't
You
know.
you, you don't
It's
have any
one of those
clue.
three.
Okay, so why don't y'all just ask? Like, why y'all just don't ask?
Because you already think we stupid. We're not gonna give you evidence.
Like, I think we need to get more into women versus men. I think we really could shine a lot more light on that. Is that particular dynamic. So that's also another episode, y'all.
Oh yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Cause what they say is actually not y'all fault. Like that y'all more forgetful.
Thank God.
And and there's like y'all, it gets worse over time too. So, but they say it really is the way the brain is wired. Like y'all are wired a particular way, and so pretty much where we are good in memory more so than you, you're probably better than us in another part of the brain. Which yeah, it pretty much it goes back to the brain itself. Y'all are just wired different, which means that maybe y'all just weren't supposed to, remember things like that. Yeah, well, y'all just weren't meant to.
Hence
Which,
why a guy would get a task done and get straight to it, while a woman will remember his whole life story and that text that he
uh
sent about 4 years ago that he forgot about himself, while she's going all the way around the world to just get back to that text message that you sent 4 years ago. And there's that cough. But yeah, that guy's just sitting back like, can we just get to the point? Can I just use my screwdriver and fix this real quick?
it makes sense because that means, you know what? Maybe that's why y'all don't like some men don't like long stories or like hearing
Because
about our day
because we
because,
just want to fix it.
and leave it
We
alone.
we just want to fix it and it be done.
So that makes more sense. That does make more sense because like you're afraid that because first of all, every detail we're giving you is important to us, right?
Hmm.
And you may be deep down inside or subconsciously, or maybe you are aware. It doesn't matter. Either way it goes, not your fault. So maybe it's just the fact that you're nervous that
Oh, we're very nervous.
you may forget something that we deem to be important. Like, okay, so this also makes sense on why y'all don't remember like some, not all men, of course, but why some men don't remember certain like special occasions or anniversaries and things like that. Like all of that falls into that same like category. Y'all just not built like that.
We don't remember your anniversary. I'm just gonna throw it out there. Fellas, I'm gonna take the L for all of us. We don't remember the anniversary. We probably don't remember the birthday. We sure don't remember your phone number. None of that. We don't remember the kids' birthdays.
You really don't, bro.
If
Like,
it wasn't for the calendar in our phone, I can guarantee you every man lives and dies by that calendar. If it wasn't
look,
for the calendar in our phone, we would be stuck.
to be honest with you, to be honest, like the older I get now, the less I feel to be involved in any traditions as far as like anything about like us loving each other and getting together. Um, Usually I think the only reason why like we even feel the way we feel during holidays is because people have time off. The kids don't have to go to school. You don't really have to go to work. Like you may be off unless you work during the holidays, of course. Um,
Right.
but for the most part, people are off and can travel. You may be getting holiday bonuses. Like we make a big deal out of holidays. Um, and therefore it makes us happy. Like not that it's a big deal, but that the world agrees that this particular time frame is the time for us to get together and love and enjoy each other, right? So
Hmm.
it's like because the world deem it to be a good thing or a positive thing, it's like we all fall into place. And I was like, could we get more of that when it's not a holiday? Because if you really think about it, if you know someone who steals, you will look more. You won't look at them as bad as you would unless they still during the holidays. Like if they steal Christmas presents,
Oh yeah.
you really like that cousin that steals. It gets way more serious if you find out that they stole from a family during the holidays.
Oh yeah.
If you really sit and think about it, like, don't get me wrong, you may be one of the people where if someone's a thief, they're a thief. Like, it doesn't matter who they are. But come on now, some people now, y'all be getting that 5 finger discount. Do like you ain't never got something,
When
you know what I'm
when you
saying,
go
on the
when you
side
start
now.
stealing the Christmas gifts,
But when
mm-mm.
you like, if you rob someone or anytime someone commits any crime, honestly, during the holidays, it's frowned upon. It's
Oh
very
yeah.
much so frowned upon because it's like that's not the time for that. You wait until New Year's is over,
It could be any
and
other
then
day of the year, and
yeah,
people would be like, you know what? Maybe he just needed to get some food for his family.
yeah,
They'll try to justify it.
they're
Hey,
just that.
maybe
That's
he
the other
needed to
side
pay
of it.
his rent.
You
Let it
right.
be
You're
during
right.
Christmas,
You're right. During the holiday, people make excuses for those who commit crimes. I didn't. Mr. Crane, that's
during the
exactly.
holidays. Oh,
Yeah,
put him under the jail. What's wrong with that boy?
like,
Something super wrong with him. He
but you're
tried to
right
steal it.
though. Like, either you get really condemned or they make really good excuses for you. So it's like it's just a special time, bro. Like whether you even celebrate the holiday itself, you still have family that like have time off or it's just easier. It's less honestly it's less stressful because I think that's the one time of the year where you get a break from the system, if I'm just being quite honest.
Oh yeah. Oh
If
yeah.
I'm just being quite honest, it's nothing. Not much is expected of you besides from your kids who won't gifts or whatever. Or some adults get bent when they don't get gifts either. But with the exception of some adults, for the most part, that's it. Like other than that, like I'm like, dang. But why couldn't we? I'm like, we are going to get to that point though. We are going to get there to that point where it's like almost like every day is quote unquote Christmas.
We're gonna get there.
We're gonna get there. All right, y'all. So on to the next one.
Yeah.
Your blood makes up for nearly 1/10 of your total body weight. And I
One
think,
tenth.
yes, I think that's one of those mental things, right? Because mentally, it's like that. It's not as shocking, but when you really sit and think about it, because, bro, I really sat and, like, dug deep on these. Each one came with great references. This one, most definitely was nice, because it's like, you really actually don't take into account that you got like how much blood you have in your body. And so when you weigh yourself, all of that, because I always considered it to either be fat or muscle. I never thought about the blood in my body.
Oh yeah,
Like I
it's
never thought about fluids, unless you got like water weight.
like when you
So
go
called.
to like donate blood and stuff like that. That's why they're able to safely take a pint.
Oh yeah, that is true. That
Hmm
is right.
They get exactly 1 pint, and they let you go on your way because they know that you can still function and stuff. You might be a little, that's they give you some juice or whatever so that your body can
Cause,
build back up and stuff.
cause how does that work though? Like, cause our blood, okay, cause you got your blood cells, so pretty much that's what they do. They just replicate, and that's how they create more of them.
Well, your blood cells, yeah, they pretty much duplicated themselves.
Right.
Your body knows exactly how much of these
You
cells that you need.
that's that's crazy, bro. They, like, bro, when you really sit and break it down and think about it, that's crazy. Cause okay, cause like, so pretty much if you need a blood transfusion or something like that, that's pretty much because you lost blood too fast, and you won't be
Hmm
able to create more of it in time enough to
Yeah, some people's bodies can't produce blood as quickly
quickly.
as the typical body would, so they need a blood transfusion. Or some people's bodies can't produce blood, new blood at all. So they need,
Oh,
they need more transfusions and stuff like that.
that
So,
is interesting.
for people like myself, I have no problem, donating blood, and that, people who can't produce as fast or at all,
Hmm.
they can use that blood and be
Oh,
able to flourish and live prosperously.
what's your blood type?
O positive.
Oh, I'm O too.
Yeah, I got that good
Okay.
stuff.
Hold on, cause which one is it where you can give blood to other people, but nobody can give blood to you?
I can't remember,
Is
but
it
I
O
know that
negative? Oh shit,
it
which one?
might
Hold
be.
on.
I don't remember,
Wait a minute,
but
am I
I
O
know.
positive or O negative? I'm O though. I can't remember which one though.
Yeah,
I'm O
I'm
something.
I'm O positive,
I need
and
the
I remember that O positive is the one that the
universal
donation
donor.
center. Yeah, the donation centers always need a O positive.
Okay, cause so maybe I'm O positive then, because I know I can give blood to everybody.
Yeah, if I
I
go
think
there and they
they see that
trick
you O
me.
positive.
Yeah, as soon as they see that
Come
I'm
on
O
down.
positive, they will find out anything that they like. Oh, the needle didn't get right in that vein. Just let me keep sticking a couple more times. I gotta get that. I gotta get that blood up out you.
They should get paid more than if that's the case. You
They
most
good.
definitely get paid more. Okay, so yeah, so going to the next one, which pretty much falls into the previous one. A 5 to 8 pound newborn baby only has 1 cup of blood in them. I'm like, oh, that's not a lot.
I can.
That's cute. I don't know why they said maybe because they
It's
got baby fever, but that's cute. It's cute to
it
me.
is cute. I mean,
It's
they're
so
they're they're
cute.
tiny. They're
I
tiny, and a
know.
cup of blood in there.
Oh, because it's like you just don't think about it. I think it's just the it on
No,
black and white, it makes perfect sense. But in your imagination, when you actually like picture it, it's like, oh wow.
nobody thinks about blood.
Nobody thinks about blood. Like it's only 1 cup of blood in there. It's like, oh my goodness, they're so tiny. Okay, um, so going into the next one, uh, how much you weigh at birth can determine your allergy risk. Like doctors really can determine the most likely, like 9 times out of 10, they can like narrow down what type of allergy you're gonna have or something like that due to how much you weigh. Um, because I think like when you are like when you're below weight or considered to be below weight when you're born, you have what like a 44% chance more of having a food allergy, 17% more chance of having eczema.
But what does weight got to do with allergies?
I guess when you're born, I think like I don't know, like it kind of makes sense to me because someone I dated was premature, right? He was born premature.
Hmm
And he had other little complications, not getting into any details because I don't want to, put his business out there. But like he
Right.
was born with certain complications, and for some reason, like for real, he always got the flu. Like for real,
Huh.
like every year, like any like flu, and I never got it. And I'd be right underneath it when you said the flu. I wouldn't get it. But it's like he said that he always been like that, and it's probably because like his mom used to told him, you stay sick because you was premature. And premature is pretty much he was low weight, of course. So we always like tied those two together. Like that's why he was always so sickly.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's like he always like anytime flu season, as soon as flu season starts, you knew because he most definitely it was guaranteed. Like he had to get a flu shot. Like he was one of those people. If he didn't get the flu shot, he was most definitely guaranteed the flu.
Oh wow.
I know, right? And I had it. I think I had the flu once in my life, one time. So I was like, that is interesting.
It is.
So going into the next one, because there's not too much I can say about that. I don't have children to compare this to. I don't know. Like I
Me
never really
neither.
thought about it like that. But I know like old folks do kind of say like, you have low birth weight that you end up being sickly. Like it's not, I thought it had something to do with just the whole thing of being premature in general, but it was like it actually plays with just the weight itself. Not
Right.
that you didn't fully develop it, before you came out. So
Huh.
yeah. So yeah, that does kind of make sense. Yeah.
I could see that.
I can see. Yeah, I can see that. Now that I said it that way, I can
Right.
see that. Okay, and the next one, red meat makes people smell worse than what they actually like smell. Like everybody has like a natural body odor.
Hmm.
Um, and whatever your natural body odor is, red meat automatically ups the ante. It makes it worse.
I've never been a red meat person anyway.
What's considered red meat?
Like
Like steak and
rare and medium rare steak.
oh, really? Yeah, honestly, bro, I'm not really like don't get I eat meat, but I'm not like an actual like meat person.
To
Like
be
it's
honest,
not
me too.
it's not like sometimes I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes I find myself avoiding it. Like I eat.
Yeah.
Sometimes I eat like I eat sides.
Yeah. I would take all the sides.
Like I eat sides. It ain't nothing funnier than cooking for somebody. And they're
I
like,
would
why
take
you ain't
all
why
the
you ain't eating the
sides.
chicken? Why you not eating the chicken that you cook? Like I like it's good. I tasted it. Like I just don't have a taste for it. I just don't want no chicken. Like I just want all the sides I made. Like, can I have my sides? Like that's it. Like I just want the
Hmm.
macaroni and mashed
That's
potatoes.
that's
Like
all I
yeah,
want.
and the vegetables. Like and it seems like the more time goes on, the less I be wanting meat. Like I don't even put meat in my salad anymore, which is a big change for me.
I never really did.
Which is it's a big change for me. I actually like you get those little bags, little salad like mix, like they're made to go in salads.
Right.
So my mom put me onto these. So shout out to my mama on that one. But she used to get like the well not used to because she still do, but she gets the what you call it the like it has like cranberries and nuts and stuff in it, and you put it in your salad. Um,
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
like I love toppings now. Like I'm a toppings type of person. Like I like salad seasoning and toppings, and it's like it makes up for like the. I may have some like bacon bits or something like that. The real maybe with real bacon.
Hmm.
Maybe real bacon because the texture is different than the fake bacon bits.
It is.
Oh,
Yeah,
but
it is.
other than that, don't get me wrong. I may chop up some turkey or something and put it in my salad if I get some. But it's like I find myself not like it's like pork. Like I eat pork, but I don't buy pork. Like I eat it if someone else cooks it, but I don't actually buy pork chops or anything like that to cook for myself.
Honestly, I'm that same way. Like in my own place by myself, I won't buy pork chops and I won't
Like I
buy
don't buy
like
like
a lot
bacon
of.
and sausage and stuff.
No, I do like the bacon and sausage. I get those, but
Like
like the
I just
pork
don't.
chops and
For some reason, I don't cook it. Like I don't buy it like that, but I eat it though. I tear it up with something.
yeah, I eat it.
But if I do eat bacon, it's gonna be bacon. Okay, I didn't try turkey bacon. I can't do it.
Oh, I eat both of
I'm not eating no turkey bacon.
them.
Turkey bacon tastes like Turkey bacon, the whole experience is real weird for me. Turkey bacon to me, and maybe I just haven't had the right brand or what, I don't know. But I remember someone used to, it was someone, they ain't naming no names. Someone used to buy turkey bacon and they used to make breakfast or whatever. And they used to make breakfast, I was like, Lee, just don't give me no bacon. If you refuse to make me some pork bacon, just I'd rather not have it at all. It tastes
Oh
like
man,
the sole of a shoe, bro. I
I
can't
never
do it.
heard that one.
I can't do it. I can't. No, the texture. I don't like the texture. I just don't like it. I don't like the taste. I don't like the flavor. Turkey bacon just not me. It's just not for me. And like I said, maybe it was the brand. Maybe they cooked it a certain particular type of way. I don't know. I just no, it's not for me. It's not for me. On to the next one. On to the next one. So the smell of apples can ease claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia.
Hmm. Now that one I find interesting because who figured that out? Like
Like
maybe
somebody just jumped in a box with an apple.
okay, this is the only scenario I can honestly think of at this particular time and moment here. Uh, the only thing that makes sense as far as scenarios is that someone was stuck in an elevator and had their groceries,
And the smell of apples
and
made them feel
this
better.
and decided to, because sometimes you have fresh produce where it was either they had the bag up on like their chest and the apples was on top and they smelt them and they had them calm,
Hmm.
or they were eating the apple and they were with someone who had claustrophobia. It just so happened to soothe them because the person was like, "Well, we're stuck in the elevator. I'm hungry. I'm gonna have this apple." You feel me? Like a couple just came from grocery shopping. The
Right.
wife is claustrophobic. The husband is chilling, and he's like, "Here, have an apple. I'm gonna have an apple because we're supposed to make dinner, but they say they can't get us out of this elevator for another hour or so. So let's just have a snack." And boom, she found comfort in the apple. So that's all. That's the only thing I can think of that makes sense.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I mean, I've never been claustrophobic myself, but that is an
Um,
interesting scenario.
that's how my brain. Mind you, I just made that up. I swear, like I promise you, I didn't make that up beforehand. Like that's the only thing that comes to mind when I think about it. Like,
Don't think that freestyles is just for rap.
listen, my imagination is on point, boy. Imagination is on point. I come like what else? Unless they just did research, come like what would make you try apples if you are a researcher? Like how does that even work? So yeah, I don't know. Like I'm not claustrophobic, but I think I don't know. Like what considers someone to be like claustrophobic? Because I don't think no one likes to be stuck. Like
I
like
mean, nobody really likes to be stuck, but
I don't
I
like
mean, like,
I don't like the idea of being stuck.
I think a true claustrophobic person is somebody who, like, as soon as, like, first off, elevators ain't going down.
Mm,
Like, they will take the stairs.
okay, got you. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay, so it's pretty much any tight space, whether there's an opening or not. I think is what gets people with claustrophobic. Because it's like that is right. Because like someone with claustrophobic has like trouble getting like a CAT scan or something, as opposed
Right.
to me, I will go to sleep. I've had a CAT
Like,
scan.
a car would be okay because, like, they can put down the window, but that
Oh, okay.
elevator ain't going down.
Yeah, that's just not it. Okay, I
Right.
see. That makes sense
Right.
though. That makes sense because well, first of all, I think an elevator being stuck on an elevator scare anybody. Me personally, as long as I don't feel like it may fall like in the movies, I'm fine as long as it's not hot. Then
I'm not
I'm
gonna lie.
cool.
I got a little bit of crazy in me. Like, if an elevator stopped and I was on it, I would just sit there like, welp,
This is it. This is what I
this is
mean. It's nothing
it.
you can do.
If this thing drops, then I mean, what can I do?
Like honestly, I'm pretty good at keeping my cool in certain situations. What I don't like though, but see, okay, well, on the outside I'm fine. On the inside, maybe it's something different. What I don't like is I don't like people that panic on the outside. Like I need you to
Yeah,
shut up and be
like I need you
quiet.
to chill. Like,
Chill
I'm
out.
I'm sitting over here calmly thinking about the things that I didn't get to do before this elevator possibly falls. I need for you to chill out so I can have my time.
Not, I ain't gonna lie, not me. I think it's my anxiety. I'm thinking of all the different ways my body is gonna fold when this when it crashes. I'm
I
thinking
mean,
of
I'm like,
all.
I mean, yeah, that would cross my mind. Like,
It
is
may
this
be
gonna hurt?
it might be a survival thing though too, because I'm also picturing like if because like depending on how fast it moves, I'm also thinking like will it will it elevate my actual body? Because like if it moves so fast, it may like have you have this like floating experience. So I might try to do like a Spider-Man type of thing, or like how they do in the movies where they try to get someone to go through the top of the elevator. Like I'm probably thinking about all kind of things. I just need you not to be screaming and hollering because you claustrophobic. As long as you don't do screaming and hollering, I'm fine. Like
Right.
you don't panic, and I won't panic. Like just be quiet. I just need
Here's a grocery
quiet.
bag full of apples, breathe.
That part. So anybody that's claustrophobic, you might want to consider looking into, apples in a situation where you may get claustrophobic. So yeah, so on to the next and last one. This sounded kind of weird. Next and last. Next, last. Just on to the last one. So the last one we have here is most of the fat you lose exits the body through your lungs. Via your lungs. People think it's like your urine or poop. Well, excuse me, bowel movement. So people think it's mostly excreted through those particular functions, but no, it's actually your lungs. Your lungs.
How
Oh no, go
how
ahead.
are your lungs?
Well, uh, no, I'm trying to explain it because the way they wrote it was weird to me. So there's like, because like when you burn, because like you don't actually like burn calories just by breathing, but you breathe out those
Mm-hmm.
particular like calories. Like, um,
Right.
because like when you working out, breathing is a huge part of that when you working out,
Right.
and like do it actually breathing correct. People really don't understand how important it is to breathe correctly when you're exercising, and that actually plays a part in it because it's like it is converted like only 16% of it is converted into water and it
Right.
exits the body through the rest of like feces and urine and sweat and even tears and other fluids that like exit the body. The other 84% is breathed out through your lungs.
So the
It's like
more we
vapor.
breathe, the
It's like
more fat
vaporized.
we let go of.
Not necessarily the more you breathe, it's just every time you breathe in, that's pretty much what's happening. Like any
So
calorie you burn, because you technically you always burn the calories. Like even when you're sleeping, you're burning calories. So that's pretty much like you're letting those calories out. Like it's like vapor. It pretty much like vaporizes. And because you got to remember it's fat first, and then
right.
it's broken down into these other things,
Right.
which is urine and everything else. So, but breathing is the which makes sense because you breathe more than you use the restroom.
That is true.
So you're breathing all day. So that makes sense. It makes sense
I just never would have thought that I lose more fatty cells or fat by
through
breathing.
breathing. Hmm.
That's wild.
So I wonder if like people who have like complications. I wonder if that's also tied into because most of the time you see someone having a breathing complication, they're also overweight or overweight people have breathing complications. You see what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So it's like they
Yeah.
tie into each other. So it makes sense. It's like you're not. I thought they may have breathing complications because their body was like overworking, but clearly it's because
That's
they're
what I
not.
was thinking.
I think it's because they're gaining I guess because like bombarding the body because it's not excelling naturally the way it's supposed to because you're overweight. Like it can't like your breathing is working overtime to try to try to relieve your body of that fat.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that makes sense why those two would tie within each other.
That
I
is
thought
an
it was
interesting one.
I thought it was just heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought it was just weighing the body down, but it may be due to that fact. Yeah, because You supposed to be, yeah.
Huh.
Because fat and breathing go together.
Right.
So yeah, that makes sense. I can see that. I can really see that.
Huh.
That's interesting.
Breathe more.
I tell you, I went down one heck of a rabbit hole, bro. It's it's interesting. But yeah, y'all, that was the last one, y'all. That was the last one. So yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I hope y'all enjoyed those interesting facts. And that was just pretty much just part one of the wellness awareness, y'all. So I think we're gonna end up doing four parts because you mentioned the brain. So
Yeah.
upcoming, we're gonna do diseases next. After that, y'all, we're gonna do healing and then the brain. Which I don't know. Maybe we'll do the brain first. What you think?
I think we should go for the brain after.
After healing?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so y'all, we're gonna turn this into a four part now, and so we're gonna really dive a little deeper, y'all, and try to bring y'all some interesting stuff that you've never heard of.
Oh yeah.
Because every little
Definitely.
bit helps. Because just imagine if you knew that, like if you knew half of these things. I know for a fact I was never peeing in any pools, but
Right.
it makes me a little bit more cautious about pools in general, as far as like public pools and stuff like that. Especially places that have a lot of traffic.
Exactly. Like, ugh.
Because who's to say, like, if you do have complications in those particular areas, like your heart or your lungs, who's to say it hasn't been from the vacations you took? Because you can't prove it.
You can't prove it. You
Not that
can't
I
prove
know
it.
of. Not in their research, I didn't see anything that said you could prove it. It's like you unknowingly have been putting yourself in danger. If someone peed in the pool, and 9 times out of 10, you can tell because it has that pool smell. Y'all remember that one? Y'all remember? That's why it was number one.
If I ever get a pool, I'm gonna get that stuff in it that makes the water turn blue when you pee. We calling you
Yeah.
out.
That puts that little ring around you.
Oh yeah, we calling you out.
I really understand now. I really understand. But yeah, y'all, thank you for joining us for another episode. Make sure y'all tune in every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Um, I usually post around lately here. I thought it was real cute. I thought it was nice to post at 4:44. Y'all know, look that angel number up if you don't.
Yeah.
So either that time or around that time, y'all. No later than 5ish. So make sure y'all tune in to that. Make sure y'all follow us on TikTok at podcast underscore it's Puddin's tea. And y'all host Puddin, of course. And Mr. Curry, you got anything?
Y'all, I love y'all to death. I'm gonna get over this. As long as y'all are with me, I'm with y'all, and we're gonna get through it together.
Let's meet together. We ain't sick, bro. We not sick, bro. I'm sorry.
I need all the help I can get.
Y'all wish Mr. Curry would. I'm
You
sorry. Did I
better
mess it up?
believe the
Y'all give it up
hurt
for
that I've been going through to keep it together.
y'all wish my co-host well, bro. Y'all look out for him. Y'all give him a quick shout out. A quick shout out to the universe. You know what I'm saying? That Mr. Curry gets well quickly here. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but thank y'all for tuning in, and we out.
Love y'all.